In order to properly constrain your CAM 3D solid model in the CAM mechanism assembly, you'll need to add some work features. These work features will help us ensure the correct interaction between the assembly parts when we animate the computer model of the mechanism assembly. First, we are going to add a mid-plane work plane between the two flat faces of your CAM. In the 3D Modeling tab, under the Work Features panel, click the drop-down menu for Plane. Select Mid-Plane between two parallel planes. Then I need to indicate the two planes that I want to include and have a plane put in the middle. A work plane that is parallel to and midway between the two faces should appear. Next, add a work axis through the center of the hole. Again, from the Work Features panel, display the drop-down menu for axis. Choose through center of a circular or elliptical edge. Now I have two circular edges that I can use. It does not matter which face of your CAM you choose the edge on. Select the edge of the hole on one flat face so that an axis appears through the center of the hole. You can extend the axis indicator to make it more visible in the graphics window. Finally, we need to add one more work plane. We need a work plane that cuts through the CAM that is orthogonal or perpendicular to this work plane, the midplane, and passes through the axis of symmetry. In order to do that, we need to choose a plane to which we want to be parallel and a point through which we want the work plane to pass. First, create a work point at the intersection of the work axis through the hole and one of the flat faces of the CAM. Again, from the Work Features panel, display the drop-down menu for Point. Choose Intersection of a Plane / Surface and Line. Then select one of the flat faces of the CAM. It again does not matter which flat face of your CAM you choose. You'll see if you zoom in, there is actually a work point inserted there. Now I need to choose a plane from which I want my new plane to be parallel. If you have a plane of symmetry for your CAM, you want to choose a plane that is parallel to that plane of symmetry. In order to look at the reference plane, you can expand the Origin folder in the browser and hover over each of the three reference planes here. Choose the one that will be parallel to the plane you are going to create. In this case, I'm going to choose the YZ plane. Let's go ahead and create that. Choose Parallel through a Plane through Point from the Work Features menu. Then, by hovering over the reference planes in the browser, choose the appropriate reference plane. Again, in this case, we will choose the YZ plane. Then select the newly created work point. A new work plane should appear. You may adjust the size of the representation of the work plane in the graphics window to make it easier to identify. Technically, it is important to remember this work plane, as do all work planes, extend infinitely in two directions. These work features will help you properly constrain your CAM in the CAM assembly. Note that you may toggle the visibility of any work feature on and off by right-clicking on the feature, either in the browser or in the graphics window, and choosing visibility.